All right, here's a staple play in the NFL, which is empty stick. Okay, empty stick means obviously we have empty backfield. We got 3-by-2. Normally, the three receiver side is going to be to the field. To the field, we're going to run a stick concept, which is going to mean we're going to get a clear out go from number one. We're going to get an out of some sort from number two. Some teams run it as a man out. Some teams will run it as a speed out. We're going to get a stick from number three, which means he is going to run vertically, turn out at 6 yards. If he's getting chased by the mic, he can turn it into an out. If he's found a void, he can sit and settle. And then most teams on the backside of stick in the NFL are going to run double slants. That's the normal one. So they're going to run kind of that follow slant concept right there, which is if we go slow mo, exactly what we get from the Vikings right here. From the Packers right here. If we look to the top of the screen here, we see the vertical from number one. Davante Adams runs the short out, and then we get the stick here from number three. From the boundary here, we get double slants, right? Slant from the tight end, who's the number two, and they got a running back who's out here is the number one, Aaron Jones. He ends up running the slants as well. Now, how they're reading this. The first read is going to be the out on the stick. That's the guy that Aaron Rodgers is going to look at in rhythm. He should be taking a punch drop, which just means he's going to go left foot, right foot, and then he's going to be able to throw the ball, which is what happens on this play. Left foot, right foot, and then the ball comes out, right? Because he has got access to the flat. The corner is out. He's got a wide open void. He's going to take that portion of the flat play right now. If this guy had played outside leverage and taken that away, Aaron Rodgers would have then come down to the stick portion of the stick concept. This is the stick route that the stick concept is named for. He would have then taken the inside route right there. Now, that read is predicated off the fact that we are in a single high coverage right now. If we get to a two high coverage, meaning we're thinking this could potentially be cover two, and the corner is down on the flat and a safety would be over the top, we don't like this portion of the concept anymore because this out route is going to be running straight into a corner. So what most teams will then do is the first read would then become the stick, and if the stick can force the mic to expand, that means you've only got the will left and you can run the double slant concept and just read off the will. So it would have been rhythm to the stick, one hitch to the slant, second hitch to the next slant. So you're just reading from the middle across if this were a two high look, right? Or a cover two look. Okay. In this case, because we get the one high look, which is preferably what we're going to get when we call stick, we're just taking left foot, right foot. And in this case, the ball can come out in rhythm. And there's a nice, cheap, easy completion. And that's what every coach should be looking to do, is look to find rhythm completions for their quarterback, meaning no additional steps off the back of the drop. He just takes left foot, right foot, and then the ball comes out. The more of those you can get into open voids, the easier and easier the game is going to get. Those can be very hard to come by in the NFL, but at lower levels of football, even in competitive college situations, you should be able to find a decent number of those. A good 10 to 15 per game really helps the quarterback find his timing and confidence early in drives and allows you to have a consistent passing game. So great empty play if you're an empty team. And you notice here, they're not doing it from zero personnel. They got a tight end and a running back here. They're in 11 personnel, and then they're putting their top receiver as the number two. Playing with that personnel allows you to, have some of the freedom to still run empty concepts as long as you're willing to run it from 11 personnel. So kind of an NFL staple right there. There's 32 teams in the NFL that run this play.